What's up, Miranda? Guys, we're back with another Persona video. Now, I from time to time look at, game brand posts. Maybe this content, some of you might like, some of you don't. But I saw this. Persona 5 Royal, the best romances ranked. Now, me, I only care about the canon romances, not what people romances, But I'm curious. So, just for the records, those like Akechi Joker fans, I doubt this is going to be in here because I believe this is from the game's perspective as to who you can date. So let's go. All right, this is by Ritvik Mitra, is a passionate gamer who has a soft spot for JRPGs. He's been writing about all things gaming for 6 years and counting. All right, let's go. So P5 has a ton of romances to choose from. In fact, players would need to play through the game multiple times in order to get through every romance, and not really date everyone and basically load and just do it like multiple save files or just load back. It's a long game too, with an average playtime also under 100 hours to complete the main story. For those who enjoy a good video game love story, though that time is incredibly well spent, as the best romances in P5 are well worth experiencing. They help to further flesh out certain characters while also adding a little extra incentive when it comes to exploring the game's world and really getting to know its inhabitants. Now me, I'm a Chihaya guy. Like, I like to not Joker Chihaya, I just like to date Chihaya. Or maybe, I guess recently I've been a lot of Haru guy. So let's see what it is. I did check who was at the top, so like who was on the the bottom. Each Persona game is known for having strong writing, and the fifth game is no exception to this golden rule. While there is one infamous romance that no one rates highly, that has to be Oya, right? Pretty much every other P5 romance option is a blast to engage with and does a great job of letting players live out an in-depth simulation where they immerse themselves in the shoes of a high school student with magical powers that will aid them to save the world. I will say this. I'm not into romance, but a lot of people do hate Oya a lot. I'll make a video on this. Oya is cool. I actually really liked her confidant. Updated or not, okay. Persona 5 Royal has been out for a long time by this point, but the JRPG shine has not even begun to dull now. New players are still discovering the game. Oh, is this an old article that's just been updated? I guess. While veterans might find themselves itching for a new playthrough, consequently, you might want to break down of all the romanceable characters in P5R. Alright! We already got spoiled, so galleries have been added for each character, along with tweaks to the content. Wait, is this like... Okay, I think this is an old one that's been updated, but I don't know when this was uploaded, so... 10 video games that do romance right. Oh, we might look at that. Okay, Chihaya Mifune. Now, Chihaya... Oh, she's looking cute here. But Chihaya is like... When I first did it, she was my romance. I really liked it. I know people tend to... Like, nobody cares about Chihaya. Chihaya isn't like people hate it or like it. People just don't care. But I really like it. So, a fortune teller whose confidant lets player enjoy a tons of benefits. Oh yeah, hers is pretty broken. A lot of people don't care about her is because of the whole 100k yen thing, which I do understand. When you're first time playing P5, that is steep. Like, and if P5 is your first Persona game like me, that is steep too. Later, you understand the game and you're like this, like, bathing in millions. And in Royal, it's way more easy, like, yeah. While Chihaya is far from the best romanceable character in P5R, this is not strictly because of the quality of a romance. After all, this character is pretty endearing and a ton of fun to interact with. However, it is possible to totally miss her if player ignores the rumors of a fortune teller in Shinjuku. They can, but like the game helps. More than that, Joker has to pay 100k yen to buy an item to continue with her story, which can prove to be a major barrier that prevents people from unlocking this confidant until a fair way in. On top of all of this, there's an amount when Chihaya will outright reject the player if they haven't chosen a specific responses beforehand, meaning that most people will definitely not unlock a romance with her unless they show what they're doing. But it's pretty obvious. Like, you gotta, like, she first asks you, like, what do you like think about older women, something, right? And it's not like Naruto from P4 where you have to like solve like a gymnasium of puzzles to finally get to her, right? So yeah, she is cute and sweet, making her a pretty wholesome, albeit somewhat gullible character to fall for, as is the case with the most of their confidants in the game. This character is a set of momentous requests that players need to complete too, just like every other confidant if they're not the fan of thieves. Perhaps the best part about leveling up Chihiya's confidant is that players can unlock an ability that lets them improve their relationships with other confidants without spending any time. That is a like if you going blind, you wouldn't know. But yeah, this is really important, which is bound to be useful for obvious reasons. That being said, this ability can be accessed regardless of whether the player romances or not. Requirements, I choose your just Chihaya. Oh, you have to do this too? Huh. I just did this regardless. I mean, this is a pretty... Yeah, this one is the... Are you into... Yeah. This is to romance. Oh, I didn't know you had to say this. Huh. Alright. Sadayo Kawakami, or in other people's words... Kamoshida Light. I don't know why I stuck there. There are no denying this romance Kawakami is totally wrong from an ethical point of view. What? Pretty old She is 50! Is she not? She is the oldest. Like, I'm not justifying her. She is the oldest. She's a woman. She's an old lady. I love her, but she's an old lady. Isn't she 50 or like 40-ish? I don't know. But, okay. Continue on. It's totally wrong from ethical point of view. Not only is she pretty old compared to Joker, but she's also his teacher. There's a goth doctor. Just saying. There's a drunk journalist. Come on, man. This makes it quite a tricky thing to recommend this romance. What? Even if Kawakami's character is pretty interesting, her personal story is also pretty interesting and justify why she's always working part-time as a maid to begin with. Leveling up her as confidant is a little crazy, with players calling her to either do some household chores for them or hang out with Kawakami and listen to her problems. The fact that she's Joker's teacher make it clear why player needs a certain level of get score to call her to her. Can't speak. While the benefits of having Kawakami as a confidant can be pretty great, the icky nature of this romance still persists. Yeah, I'll just shut up. A girl where the serial find themselves to enjoy pretty selfless, dedicated, who is earning money for a good cause. We just read this, right? Like, are we, like, this is made, this is made by someone on Reddit, man. I don't, like, I'm sorry. I understand from an ethical point of view, this is wrong. I'm not saying this is like, oh my god, it's ethical. Like, this is wrong. Not even ethical, like, legally. It's legally wrong. I guess not for Joker, but for Kawakami. So is this. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my god, she's here too. I mean, yeah, it's obvious. But, like, what? That just gets me. Like, what? The woman who says plays medicine, a god doctor, is one of the more controversial romances in P5 due to Tai's age. That's... Oh, so they do mention that, but not for Chihaya. Okay. That's... Did I not read it? I'm sorry if I'm going back. Did I not read it? They don't mention her age here. Am I stupid? How old is Chihaya? Is she like a teenager and I don't know? No, she says, are you into older women? How old is Chihaya? Oh, she's 20 to 21? Am I dumb? Why did I thought she was 50? But she's still like, I guess, I don't know. I thought she was 50. What the hell? Am I stupid? Probably. The women who serves play medicine, a god doctor, is one of the more controversial romances in P5 due to Tai's age. That said, she is a fascinating character due to how unique and mysterious she is, especially compared to the other romanceable characters in Royal. She may not be very plot relevant like the Fantasy's girls, and her age is definitely another aspect that leads to this relationship being pretty... Are we... What? Pretty unethical in its own right. I'm sorry. Like, you can just remove the spread. Why repeat the same thing? I don't want to be, like, rude, but why repeat the same thing? Yeah, it's unethical, but, like... And does this not matter to Kawakami as well? Like, I guess Kawakami has some role in the story, but, like, this also applies to Chihaya. Tai from Digimon. Tei is kind and compassionate deep down. She has a ton of fun to interact with, even if she's experimenting with drugs on a high school kid. Thankfully, her tests do not end up bearing positive results. And it helps that spending time with her improves the quality of life, quality of the recovery items available at the clinic. I'll be honest. If somebody is gonna give me this for Takemi's like romance, this shouldn't be on the list. I'm sorry. Oh, it should be at the bottom. Futaba Sakura. Oh my god. Futaba is an unusual character in the fact that she actually asks Joker to steal her heart. More than that, she becomes a member of the Fanaties after one of the best dungeons in the entire game. That is true. Her connection to Joker's caretaker Sojiro is also very interesting. Honestly, kind of entertaining to romance Futaba just to see how Sojiro reacts. He doesn't react that much though. By romancing Futaba, she manages to come out of her shell even more, learning to feel more comfortable with society. That involves a lot of interaction and trust with Joker. which makes her one of the best relationships. That said, compared to other girls in P5, Futaba and Joker have an almost sibling-esque dynamic to their standard interactions, which can make switching to a romance feel peculiar. I don't really go for that. Here's the thing. I understand both perspective. Like, if you think this is something you see, I understand. But when people say they don't see it, I do understand that as well. But I more so look at it from a sibling-esque perspective. The reason is simple. Like, she asks Joker for help, like, a lot. And she's very open with Joker compared to everybody else. Like, she is. And that... Oh, queen! But yeah. Wait, we never read for Hikikomori, who slowly gets over her trauma of the fantasy save her. We never read these. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. A disgraced doctor doesn't stop believing in her experimental treatments. Well, damn, okay. A high school teacher who moonlights as a maid to make some extra cash. This is like Persona 4 Arena, so we read her, right? Yeah. This is like Persona 4 Arena-esque titles. Alright, Haru. A bubbly, kind-hearted girl who hates the evil associated with her family business. Damn, I'm sorry, that's a massive forehead. What the hell? Like, in other, like, you can see it from here, but this does not, this is from the, yeah, this is from Persona 5 anime. Damn, they do not do her justice. Man, this is terrible. I'm sorry to Haru fans. Oh my god. Haru, oh yeah, Haru is well loved by fans and many are disappointed that she only comes in the latter part of the game. Many have probably already even picked their romance before meeting. However, they miss out. She is kind, adorable, and tough all at once, and it is easy to feel protective of her. Let's see, they mentioned this. To add a little juicy drama to her nest, she is in an arranged marriage with a total jerk. What is this, a soap opera? Romancing her shakes that up a little more than in the basic... What? Huh? Although it's far from the only notable thing about this character. It's a shame that she's the last playable character that players unlock well into the story. Her allure as a Persona 5 romance option could have been stronger had she appeared earlier. The fact that players need to max out their proficiency, yeah, that is... Yeah. To make more progress in a confidant that already appears late enough, as it doesn't help things. But I'll be honest. That is... I never understood why people say that. Because at this point in time, most of my social stats are already maxed. I never understood that. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, see? Why not mention that she's the only Phantom Thief who proposes to you? Well, prior to Royal, we have... what's her name? Yoshizawa. A shogi protege who's buckling under the weight of the pressure her mother is heaping on her. Damn. Ifumi is the only girl around Joker's age who's not a fan. Okay, I was about to scream. Who is a romance option. She also goes to a different high school, the same one that Yusuke attends. She is a female shogi player, Shogi League champion, and teaches Joker shogi. Although her passion for the sport wanes after her person mother decides to use her to compensate for her own failed hopes and dreams, she is pretty difficult to max out and is not plot relevant. Does that even matter? Like, it's not like you date Haru and suddenly the game is like ending and you're marrying Haru and she's the Phantom Thief. However, she's one of the best Persona 5 romance options because she is another person in high school like Joker. Oh, that's a good... wait, that's a good... I actually like that thing. She may not be a Phantom Thief, but she has one of the best confront abilities in the game. That is true. She gives players the ability to swap team members in the middle of a fight, which is invaluable for obvious reason, which I always said. Why doesn't really Reload have those same gameplay mechanics? Just saying. It also makes battles in the game quite dynamic, with players having the ability to bring new party members into battle to change the flow of battle in the blink of an eye. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I thought. They might have updated it for Yoshizawa. She's at 3? Who's at 1 and 2? Makoto. Wait, are Makoto and An? No, it's going to be An and Makoto. A gymnast whose past holds a ton of revelations that players uncover during the epilogue. Am I stupid? Okay, she has 2 paragraphs. Okay. Alright. Persona 5 Royal's only new romanceable character is the graceful gymnast Kasumi Yoshizawa, although many hope to finally be able to go on a romantic pancake date with Akechi, Royal's newest party member. I think they wanted to do this, but the reason they didn't, because it would break the story. It genuinely would. I know people are going to be like, no! It genuinely would break the story if they go with Akechi. Like, I'm telling you right now, the only reason this guy is, even in Royal, relevant in Royal, is because people loved him in OGP5 and Atlas did not expect that. I'm giving you an affirmative confirmation is that people were shocked at how famous this guy is, and they were like, yeah, we gotta put him in Royal. Let's just say. Royal's newest party member provides one of the most wholesome relationships out of the main cast and beyond. Kasumi is polite, shy, and confident, and watching her... I already see who the next one is. And watching her shell slowly break open as Joker gets to know her is nothing short of heartwarming. Her rank 9 and 10 confident are quite a treat. Oh, yeah, with, like, her... She does that in 9 and 10, right? One of the ones where she's doing the... She does that in 10, right? Where she's doing the gymnastic. Yeah, especially in rank 9 with Joker showing his true colors as the rebellious trickster by pulling off some genuinely suave moves after the two profess their love for another. Oh, okay, that's for one another. I don't know which one is it where they show Kasumi's dance. Maybe it's A. Makoto Nijima. The one person... I think she is the most overrated Persona 5 character. Maybe not Persona. Is she Persona? I don't want to say overall Persona, but Persona 5 character. But let's go. A member of the student council who finally decides to fight back against her oppressors. But I do understand why people love her. She's very easily lovable. Makoto is considered a queen by her fans. Fans who like her really like her, yeah. And even consider her to be the canon romance of the game, which I disagree. I mean, if you're going to ask me who's the closest canon romance, it's because of... It's either Haru and Yoshizawa. Haru, I do say that because for some reason the spin-offs push that. I know why, because, you know, she proposes directly. And the other, I think, is Yoshizawa. This is something I can make a video on, though. She is also relatively easy to romance and is incredibly plot relevant. After all, it is her sister who is interrogating Joker throughout the game. That doesn't change anything. She is a very important asset to the fantasies. Also, her persona is a motorcycle. Damn! That fact pushes her to the epitome of clue. Damn, motorcycle! Date the woman! Motorcycle woman! Damn, Mitsuru! While her character is typically composed and a little uptight, Joker gets to see a more flustered and shy side of her if she is romance. It's an enduring change that adds to the notion of Makoto being one of the best pre-5 romance options by a country mile. It's 2. So wait, An is 1? Are they gonna pull that because she's lovers? Oh my god, are they gonna... Wait, what was An's? Yeah. Are they a misunderstood student who aspires to be a successful model? An is the first female penalty, so Joker interacts with her more than any other girl. Oh my god, this is something I've said in the past where An fans, I either have not said it or I've said it once. An fans literally have one argument for Joker and An, and it's basically that they meet for the first time. She's the only character, she's the first female character he interacts with. Technically, it's Nijima in the game, but like in the story. Right. Sai Nijima. With her more than a year, characters like Ryuji and Morgana have huge crushes on her. Ryuji has a crush on her? No. What? I mean, I guess he finds her pretty, yeah, but like... In fact, those crushes can get pretty annoying as players progress through the game. Heck, some might argue that the most part of romancing An is to get a Ryuji and Morgana. Nobody says against Ryuji, it's always Morgana. I've never heard anybody say, damn, I'm gonna like screw Ryuji over. Nah, it's always the cat. Even though it's like, bro, do we really think Morgana has a chance with An? Just saying. While Persona 5 Royal lets you romance all these characters, An feels like the girl Peace Studio wants you to pick. What? As Joker's partner, along with being the first female character introduced. That doesn't matter. She was featured heavily in the... If that's the case, sorry Yukari fans, I love you guys. She exists. By the way, why did it give me Aiga's first mission? She's not the first female character. And people might not... This I'm going to talk about... Oh, my spelling is right. I will say this. The game also forces you... Like Rise too. But the game does push this as well. This is an agenda as well. So in P4. And she's like... I mean, you meet... Oh, wait. You do meet Murray at the start of the game. So, yeah. Yeah. Along with being the first female character introduced, she was featured heavily in the marketing for the original game. Yeah, but that's... Like, prior to P4, that's something they did. In P5 and Reload. We've seen that. They only show the initial characters. That was literally their earlier marketing for P5 and P3. Like earlier marketing for those games. They changed that in P4, which by showing nothing. But yeah. She was featured heavily in the marketing. Yeah. Way more so than the other characters. Yeah, that's because they hide it. Besides that, her romance route exposes more of her backstory, showcasing that she is quite complex. Ultimately, the developer might be correct, and An is the best girls who romance in P5. The developer never said anything. And you want to talk about complex and backstory? Ahem. Though hers is in the story. But, ahem. She exists. Where's he? You exist. Who else? There's nobody else there. Yeah, I did. I love these articles. I love these. Soldier's dulcet tones are beloved by many. Makoto's quest to help her friend is admired by Kechi's confident are her highlights in P5. Does anybody even mention this? No. Yeah. I think this might be the worst one I've read yet. I should... Alright, my rounding guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. I'll see you guys next time with another person. I might just post this without any music in the background. Or maybe not because of some electrical issues. Maybe there's music in the background, but... I'll see you guys next time with another Persona Shin Megami Dragon Ball Fate about a video. Consider subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm gonna keep it on the big 4. You know what? Let's end it here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. So can I zoom it in? Yeah. Yeah, let's keep it ended here. I love her, man. You guys know. I'm trying to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. See you guys next time with another Dragon Ball Shin Megami Fate Persona about a video. I'm looking to stop recording. Bye, 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 bye.